go.
Okay, my name's Nathan Hart, and this is my interview for the Senior Culminating Project. I'm here interviewing Keith. And Keith, what do you do?
I'm the Vice President of Operations for Solex Contracting.
And what are the duties, functions, and responsibilities of your job?
So my duties include basically an overall management of all departments, including accounting, construction, HR, safety, and estimating, amongst a few others. I've got direct responsibility for ensuring that company processes are in place, they're adhered to. My responsibilities include setting company goals, reporting management, tracking company financial information. I work directly with our clients to ensure that our service and expectations are met. Part of my typical day is meeting with our project managers to discuss strategies for estimating new projects, reviewing current strategies for our projects. I review reports with accounting. I review reports with other interdepartments like HR, estimating, and construction. I review construction documents on a daily basis, photographs from our field sites, invoicing trackers, any number of company profiles on a daily basis.
All right. What kinds of decisions do you make?
I decide what processes we need as a company. I decide how and when we can implement those. I make the final call on pricing for our services and estimating for our product. I help decide with HR maybe what resources we need from a human resource standpoint, and how to execute our workload.
Why did this type of work interest you, and how did you get started?
I've always been interested in building things. Back in the days of Boy Scouts and building the cars. I was a skater back in the day, and so I built my first skate ramp when I was 12. Just always interested in working in with my hands. I helped my dad work on cars when I was young. Always out in the garage doing something. In college, I worked as a framer, kind of out in the trades.
How did you prepare for this work?
Well, the most important part for me was learning a trade. In the construction industry, there's so many trades out there: plumbers, electricians, framers. So the most important part for me was learning a trade, and for me it was framing, working with wood. Getting real life construction experience, that's probably the most important thing. Before you manage the construction process, you should understand how to do it yourself.
Right. What are the educational requirements for this job, and what other types of credentials or licenses are required?
So, like I said, trade experience is important. You don't necessarily need an individual trade license to get into the career of construction, but it surely would be helpful. Every state, every city has different requirements for licensing. For example, an electrical journeyman's license you can get. So trade experience to begin with, but not necessarily important to have a license. A 4-year degree is an absolute plus, especially from a management standpoint. Business degrees, MBAs, are good, but they're focused more on business management than they are specifically on construction management. So an MBA will help in an overall business management, but again, typically doesn't apply specifically to construction.
What courses have proved to be the most valuable to you in your work?
Architectural drafting, understanding and learning how to read blueprints from a construction standpoint. 2 dimensions versus 3 dimensions. Nowadays with AutoCAD, there's many computer systems that'll do that. But learning drafting is important. Construction business and law, that was also important. Understanding the laws around American Disabilities Acts, understanding business law as it relates to liability, insurance, that was very helpful. Engineering and math, I use math every day, all day. And then computer skills. Everything nowadays is Microsoft, electronic, whether it's a scheduling software or it's accounting software, computers are hugely important in the business.
Can you suggest some ways a student could obtain this necessary experience?
So the easiest and quickest way is to find local companies. Get yourself into an unpaid internship. And a lot of companies will invite young students or students out of college that want to show some of their worth, so an unpaid internship is hugely valuable. Work with local charities. Habitat for Humanity is probably a good one. They build houses, but there's many other charities that you can get involved from a construction standpoint. And then the basic one is find a job sweeping a warehouse.
Yeah.
Do something that is really inexpensive for the company, but an entry-level position where you can show what you're made of.
What other jobs can you get with the same background?
So with my background and with the construction background, you can go into the trades. Like I said, you can be a very experienced and profitable electrician for the rest of your life. I mean, that's absolute. But you can also get into renewable energy, solar, wind power. You can get into to renewable energy, land development. You can get into architectural and design, even landscaping. You can also get into some of the business side of it, construction law, government utilities and infrastructure. There's airports. There's a whole lot of other aspects of construction, not just the construction management side.
What is the best way to enter this occupation?
Find a job in the trades. If you want to get into construction, don't go get a job at Juice It Up. Find a place, a warehouse. That's a good start. Find a place where you can run a forklift. Find a place where you can be in and around the environment that is responsible for the construction site.
All right, last question. What are the major qualifications for success in this occupation?
The biggest success and probably the most important is going to be your people skills. The ability to sit in front of somebody and interview them and not be nervous, and the ability to manage people. And when I say manage people, I mean gain their trust, build their trust, lead by example, show people that you can be organized. That's another big skill, is organization. Follow up. Computer skills, vastly important in any industry nowadays is computer skills. Basic and advanced real-time construction experience. So going out and learning a trade. If you're going to manage an electrician, you should probably have some electrical experience. And then accounting and money management. The idea that you can manage your own budgets at home is going to translate into your ability to manage budgets at work. And then math. Do your very best to learn math, understand math, and because you will apply in the construction industry math on a daily basis.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.